General Gorgeson, General Veruca Jones, I say this to you now. I'm in charge. Until the situation is resolved, the risk to our forces on the ground is too great. I'm giving orders for an immediate withdrawal from Arabistan.
Prime Minister, I've got Mrs. Blair on the phone. You've had an offer on one of the flats.
We started on January the 14th, and at that stage the deadline for the war was January 27th. So we wanted to have something up and running that would run concurrently with the build-up to war. And The Guardian came on the second night. Michael Billington from The Guardian gave it a rave review, and ever since then the phone hasn't stopped ringing. And it's extraordinary. It's been a kind of rallying point for liberal anti-war sentiment.
Iraq is oil state, second biggest oil state in the world. This is why you want to steal our land and put in another Faisal who will kiss ass to Dubya and Tony and bow down to American hegemony in the Gulf.
See, folks, I didn't know you could get American hegemony. See, folks, I went to a hegemony in Scotland once. It was real neat, a whole heap of whiskey and fellas wearing striped dresses, all dancing and singing and tossing the burger. I tell you, it's the best hegemony I've ever been to.
Well, there seemed to be a heck of a lot going on in the way of demonstrations and, you know, letters to the papers and amongst the political community and anti-war posters everywhere and all the rest of it. Not just in this country, but all over Europe and all over America too. So I was pretty certain there was a potential audience out there, but whether anyone would want to come and see a play about it, you know, I really, you know, had no sense, you know. But I just thought, I want to do something. I happen to be a playwright. This is what I do. So you know, I'll try and get something on in the theatre about it. And it's a lot of people have hailed it as a return of political theatre, you know, in London.
There's no question we've set the finest of our citizens in the harm's way. They perform with great skill and great bravery. We thank them. We thank their loved ones. We appreciate their sacrifice.
Now, there's two real special guys. There's no finer sight. No finer sight. Fair chokes me up inside to see them going off to defend liberty, justice, and the American way of life. God bless you, boys. God bless America.
It's not difficult at all to satirize the posturing of our Western leaders. All you have to do is open the papers or listen to the radio and more or less transcribe their utterances without any embellishment and then get it up on stage and they satirize themselves.
So long, Mom, I'm off to drop the bomb, so don't wait up for me. Wherever I roam, I'll come back to my home, although it may be a pile of debris.
Given that the whole agenda for this war seems to be the run-up to the Bush re-election campaign, because of their dismal performance in domestic politics, and the state of recession that the U.S. economy is in, and all the rest of it. So this war is going to be trumpeted as the great success on which, you know, on the basis of which Bush wants to be re-elected. If we could see productions of this show springing up all over the United States as a thorn in the flesh of the neoconservatives, I think it'll be absolutely fantastic.
For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind.